And our very first story, and the Minority Caucus in Parliament has resolved to filing another motion to challenge the rejection of a motion filed by Minority Leader Haruna Iddrisu challenging a decision by the First Deputy Speaker Joseph Saiwusu seeking a reversal of the approval of the 2022 budget on the 1st of December 2021. Minority Chief Whip Muntaka Mubarak briefed the media after a closed-door NDC caucus meeting earlier today.
First Deputy Speaker of Parliament Joseph Saiwusu last week Friday dismissed a motion filed by the Minority Leader Haruna Iddrisu to challenge his ruling on the controversial approval of the 2022 budget statement and economic policy of government for the year ending December 31. The Minority Leader sought to by a motion overturn the approval of the budget by the House constituted by the Majority Caucus alone. On Monday, as the House reconvened, Minority Chief Whip Muntaka Mubarak served notice that his side will file another motion when Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin resumes work later this week.
The order that he quoted, 13.2, in our view, has no relation completely with the motion that we're demanding. So we are responding officially to him, and the Minority Leader is signing a letter, any month from now. I've just seen the draft. Minority Leader is going to sign to that letter to remind him that this is very unfair, and we believe that he's abusing his office and is not mindful of Article 296, where it entreats all public officers who are exercised with discretion. In exercising those discretion, they will be fair and candid, and they will not just be capricious. In our view, he was more political biased in his refusal to admit the motion than doing his work as a Speaker of Parliament.
He also assured that scrutiny of the budget estimate for the various ministries will be taken seriously by his side.
I can tell you, a lot of the ministries are already sweating. If people can choose to spend 32 million on conferences during COVID, they will have to provide details. If one particular office can spend 1 billion, one office, one details, and they are sweating already. So we are participating and holding their leg close to the fire to make sure that they account for every PESWA that was approved in 2021. But we do not want this thing to stand uncontested and exhaustive, because when you allow it to stay, it becomes part of the rules of the House. We want to be sure that all avenues will be exhausted. Then we are certain that, this is what we want to call as part of the proceedings of the House. Remember, I've always said, this House is run by three things: the Constitution, the standing orders, and our practice. So if we make this part of our practice, then we are all clear. So tomorrow, if the same thing is being played against another person, you cannot cry foul, because you have accepted that this is not the practice. The Speaker can do as he wishes, where even it's so clear.
He also touched on the disagreement over the date of adjournment.
We believe that we set a 17th date to rise, and you can see clearly. Today we came, not much business to be done, and that's why we are pushing our colleagues on the majority to act. Because when you run government business, you are supposed to facilitate the government business at the committees, and we think they are not doing enough. We don't know whether there's some strategy playing that to push it beyond the 17th. We are ready to work. We are firm. They should get the business running so that we can rise on the 17th. We believe that whatever business there is, if we work very hard and we get to 17th and genuinely there's reason not to be able to complete and therefore extend, we will.